Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Connor Semskier, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the possibility of Call of Duty competitive and Call of Duty in general going back to Xbox. Now, I've gotten this message and comments and tweets and everything asking whether or not I think Call of Duty is going to go back because of all the issues that PlayStation has had regarding the Cronus Max and the Bluetooth, and just recently the keyboard and mouse support being announced, and people are flipping out over that. So basically, here's the thing. Xbox is going to have mouse and keyboard support soon. This was announced a couple months ago. I never made a video on it. A lot of people weren't even flipping out about it just because competitive CoD isn't on Xbox. So that argument right there is completely out of the gate. And I'm not like just a complete Sony fanboy. I have an Xbox too. I'm just going to go about this like completely objective. So yeah, both systems are going to have mouse and keyboard support in the coming months. It's pretty much confirmed. The head of Xbox came out and said, yes, we're going to have mouse and keyboard support in the coming months. So that's that. So that argument is completely invalid to argue that Call of Duty should go back to Xbox. But we do have this whole entire problem with the Bluetooth and the Cronus Max and all this other stuff. So I've said this 1,000 times, but I'll explain it again. Basically, the issue that they're having at LANs, and the reason of the lack of LANs in competitive COD, is because of the Bluetooth controller the Bluetooth connection inside the controllers for the PlayStation can't be turned off. And in a LAN environment, there's a lot of Bluetooth interference, and no one can get a stable connection with their controllers, and the controllers are all fucked up. The Bluetooth interferes, all these people around the pro players, and phone signals and all this other stuff. It's a complete disaster. So there's no wired PS4 controllers. Even if the controller's actually plugged in, it still connects via Bluetooth. All plugging it in does is make it wired. Even if you take out the battery from the inside of the controller, it's still going to connect via Bluetooth. All that wire does is power the controller. There's absolutely no information going through that. So basically they're forced to use Cronus Maxes, and people are pissed, man, and so am I, because like Black Ops 3 is a fucking awesome game. But I made a video talking about this as well, saying how like Black Ops 3 is a really good game. It's just this year was one of the worst for competitive because of all these issues, and that sucks. But would going back to Xbox solve this issue? It would solve the main issue that you have with Bluetooth and stuff, but I think by the time we go back to Xbox, we'll already be like all settled on PlayStation. That Bluetooth issue would be fixed. Now, that's not a guarantee, obviously. There's still a lot of stuff up in the air. I don't know if like big corporate people at Activision have talked over to the Sony people to see if we can get wired controllers or some sort of way to turn off the Bluetooth signal on the controllers so that way we can have proper LANs. I don't know, like I think Xbox really isn't the home for Call of Duty anymore. A lot of people switch to PlayStation, and a lot of the people that have switched to PlayStation will be absolutely pissed if it's announced that it goes back to Xbox. And the actual possibility of it happening is incredibly slim. Back in, I believe, January, it was announced that Activision had actually bought out MLG. So the CWL is owned by Activision. The whole entire competitive scene is run by Activision. Activision has that deal to get the DLC early with Sony and PlayStation. So everything competitive is going to be tied together with what happens with the DLC. If the pub stars are getting their maps early and stuff, competitive is going to be on that same system. Like, everything's tied together. It's not like it was back in the day. Back in the day, like in Black Ops 1, competitive was on PS3, but the map packs and stuff were on Xbox. MLG was its own completely independent company at the time, but as of this year, I believe January 2016 or maybe December 2015, it was this winter, it was completely bought out. So everything is one big tied together company, and overall I don't see this happening anytime soon. I mean, the PS4 is still outselling the Xbox One a lot. It would be a poor business move to switch over, and the odds of competitive going back to Xbox are very slim to none, no matter how much people demand it. So I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry if you really love Xbox and you want to go back, but the odds of that, it's just incredibly unlikely. So that's it, man. I don't think Xbox competitive is completely dead. I know a lot of people did switch, and people, if it was announced tomorrow that they're going back to Xbox, people would be fucking infuriated. People were pissed because they bought Xbox Ones during like AW and stuff, and the very next year it switches over to PlayStation. But I guess that's something you just have to deal with. But those are my thoughts. What do you guys think? Go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed, leave a like rating, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.